Small pickup trucks are having a moment. Ford Maverick opened the floodgates, and suddenly every truck maker wants in. New names are popping up, old ones are getting reworked, and the whole segment is shifting fast. By 2027, small trucks won't look anything like they did a few years back. And that could be the problem. Your problem. Not every new small truck is going to be a smart buy. A few will look promising but fall short in real use, while others actually get the balance right. So here's the split. 4 new compact trucks you're better off skipping, and 3 that are actually worth your attention. Let's start with the ones to be careful with. Number 4. 2027 Hyundai Santa Cruz. This isn't a bad truck in the sense that it's broken or poorly built. It's just stuck in a tough spot. The problem is Ford Maverick, rival that already does almost everything in a more convincing way. Ride comfort, practicality, and especially gas mileage. For a lot of buyers, it's hard to justify picking the Santa Cruz when the Maverick exists in the same showroom with a stronger reputation and better resale pull. Hyundai does have something coming that could shift things a bit. A hybrid configuration might finally give Santa Cruz a clear identity. But until that happens, it's still playing catch-up in a segment that's moving fast. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 3. 2027 Chevy Montana. On paper, this one looks like a smart addition from GM's side. The Chevy Montana already has a solid footprint in South America, and it's proven there as a compact pickup that gets the job done. But the US market is a different stage. GM already struggles with balancing its larger truck lineup, and most of the focus is still tied up in refining the Silverado family. Bringing the Montana over isn't as simple as shipping units across. It would need serious rework to meet US expectations. And if they decide to build it locally, the price creeps up fast. At that point, it starts losing the whole affordable compact truck angle that makes this segment interesting in the first place. Number 2. 2027 Ram Rampage. This one runs into pretty much the same roadblocks as the Montana. Again, it makes sense. A compact pickup with some global experience behind it, already proven in other markets. But once you bring it into the US picture, things get complicated fast. Importing it would push costs up, and building it locally isn't just a simple decision. It would need serious retooling and investment, and that kind of move almost always shows up on the sticker price. At the same time, Stellantis already has its hands full with the Ram Dakota comeback. That project is clearly the priority, and it's hard to see them splitting focus and pushing another Ram truck. Number 1. 2027 Jeep Comanche. This one feels like Jeep going back to an old name, but trying to fit it into a market that doesn't really want what the company is best at. The idea here is a compact pickup with a strong off-road focus, but that's exactly the problem. Buyers in this segment usually want balance, with more focus of daily driving comfort. Even Ford and Hyundai aren't leaning too hard into off-road setups for small pickups. It narrows the audience fast. And Jeep already failed with the Gladiator. Off the pavement, it's in its own league. But once you spend time in normal city driving, it becomes a compromise heavy truck that you really have to want for its off-road ability. So the question is simple: if the Gladiator already struggles with that balance, why would a smaller and more focused Comanche suddenly solve it? Alright, we've covered the trucks we'd be cautious about. Now let's switch gears and look at the pickups that actually deserve your attention. These are 3 trucks we'd feel much more comfortable recommending in 2027. Number 3. 2027 Ford Maverick. This is the rig that started the whole modern compact pickup revival. Before it arrived, most automakers weren't even taking this segment seriously. The reason it lands on the good side of this list is pretty simple. Ford already knows what works. The Maverick has several years of real-world feedback behind it and a huge owner base. It would have been easy to put it at number 1, but there is a couple of upcoming models generating even more excitement. Trucks that could potentially challenge Ford's grip on the segment for the first time. Number 2. 2027 Toyota Stout. Toyota, of course. If there's one thing the Japanese carmaker knows how to build, it's compact vehicles. That's exactly why the Stout has generated so much attention, despite taking its time to hit the market. And that delay might end up being a good thing. Everything points toward Toyota developing this rig to be a true Maverick rival from day one, not just another rush into a hot segment because everyone else is doing it. The biggest excitement surrounds the expected hybrid powertrain. If the Japanese company brings over some of its latest technology, the Stout could push fuel economy even further than the Maverick already has. There's also the Toyota factor. Buyers know what they're getting: strong resale value, proven engineering, and a company with decades of experience building practical vehicles. But there's one small truck that excites us more. Number 1. 2027 Subaru Baja. Older truckers remember it. Back when everyone else was building traditional pickups, Subaru showed up with something completely different. In many ways, Baja was ahead of its time. The mix of SUV comfort, car-like handling, and pickup practicality is exactly what today's compact truck buyers are looking for. And now it's getting another shot. There are 3 reasons we're so excited. First is the Boxer engine. Nobody else in the segment offers that layout, and it brings a unique driving character with a lower center of gravity and handling that feels more like a crossover than a truck. Second is Subaru's standard all-wheel drive system. While rivals make buyers pay extra for 4-wheel traction, Subaru has spent decades refining this technology, and that's why it's one of the best systems in the business. And third is the expected hybrid powertrain. Sure, a lot of that tech comes from Toyota, but who cares, as long as Baja can hit 40 miles per gallon. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.